crypto family, this fam, how are you doing today? Let me know in the comments down below. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Woo Saturday here in Central Europe, guys. Cold is snowy Saturday, guys, and what I'm seeing here on the screen, Milady is 3% up and she's doing better than the entire crypto market, guys. You can see Milady is fully at green today. What will you say about that? You know, I hope we are witnessing the reversal, guys, you know, but that bounce, you know, was really weak yesterday, you know, from 80k. It was really weak, so I think we are only gonna consolidate until the FOMC meeting, you know, and then we can expect two god candles back to the 100k, you know, if you ask me. Maybe we will start rallying even before that, you know, but it looks like the downtrend is over. You know, it looks like that the bottom was reached at 80k, and that's exactly how I predicted, guys. It's crazy. I would make so much money, guys, with trading Bitcoin with, you know, with that prediction. But, guys, before we go to some macro news, guys, you can clearly see the huge increase of newcomers, guys, through Arbitrum. You know, 29.18k, guys. You know, I think this is the huge increase because of the you know, new people buying Milady through Arbitrum. You know, volume today is kinda low, but it makes sense because it's Saturday, you know, and you know, the Thanksgiving is just around the corner. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen on Thanksgiving, but I expect the rallies, you know. I expect the rallies. Like I said, man, you know, consolidation all the way to FOMC meeting, probably that's gonna be the case. But let's see what is going on Etherscan today. Whoo! New all-time highs, even on Etherscan, guys. 26,818. We have gained, yes, 8 new holders since yesterday. 8 new holders or even more. This is really nice to see. Really nice to see. We are breaking out from that consolidation, guys, you know, of 26,810, guys. You know, we are breaking out from that. Really nice to see. And when it comes to the top wallets, today, guys, you can see Crypto.com is buying, guys. Crypto.com 9.9. They are holding 9.9. This is really nice to see. They are not selling, ladies and gentlemen. Uniswap, I think they are also back at 5.5. This is really nice to see. Gate.io is buying back too. 3.4 for Gate.io. Everything else on the top 10 is staying the same. BitGet here, 81k. I think BitGet is buying, you know, as well as KuCoin, Huobi, and Null. But these buys are not like in huge amounts, you know. You need to know that. Not in huge amounts. Arbitrum, you know, I think this is Arbitrum, guys. They are selling. They are at 44k. Let's continue, guys. Bitru and Binge X. Bitru is back at 15k today. Binge X is still at 14k. HTX 14k, Crypto.com still 12k, Lbank 11k. So you still can see here a lot of these whales, you know, has been selling a lot, guys, lately. Has been selling a lot of their supply, and maybe they are losing the conviction, guys, you know. Maybe they are losing the conviction just because they have huge amounts of money to buy Milady doesn't mean they know the inside info, guys, you know. So maybe they're also losing the conviction with that project, and that's why we see so many of them keep selling, you know. But I am paying attention on the top 10, like I said, you know. Unless I see Crypto.com, I mean, selling huge amounts, that's gonna be a bad news, you know. That's gonna mean that probably the listing news is, you know, would be around the corner in that case. But, you know, Crypto.com is doing the opposite, guys. Crypto.com has been bullish for Milady the most since the beginning, you know, since her birth. So they must have the inside info, that's for sure, and that's it when it comes to Milady today. What is going on with some macro, guys? We have some drama. You can see clearly here, US warns Zelensky of worse future if Ukraine doesn't agree to deal with Russia. I mean, that's insane. That's insane, you know. But I support Trump because Trump wants NATO to take more action, you know. Like, Trump wants to NATO become independent. They want, you know, Trump wants to see NATO being strong again, you know, militarily, because NATO expects US to solve their problems, you know, across the board. Come on, man. Why would they do that? You know, like, it's not the US issue, it's European issue, guys. So, you know, they need to get together, man, you know, and realize, no, Daddy Donald Trump is not gonna save you, you know. He's not gonna save you because it's not his problem. And, you know, he tried to do everything he could. He tried to do everything he could, guys, and it doesn't work. And that's what happens when you don't have good relations, you know, with politicians, guys, you know. Like Putin and EU leaders, they are not really even talking like on diplomatic levels, guys. That's how bad it is. They are not even willingly to talk through diplomatic conversations, guys. That's how bad they hate each other. And now Trump is that middle guy here, you know, that try to bring peace. And it looks like it doesn't work, man, you know, because that grudge between Russia and Europe, you know, it has a lot of history, guys. A lot of history, and it's not gonna be easy to settle. Like I said, it's gonna be crazy. But let's continue. Japan is working to classify Ethereum as a financial product in the next 6 months. Bullish for ETH and potentially Milady. Zelensky has been given an ultimatum by Trump to accept the new deal. If he refuses, US intelligence, weapons and support will be stopped. So this is coming from Trump after Zelensky rejected a peace agreement, guys. You know, and you can see clearly here, you know, Zelensky officially rejects Trump peace plan and decides to fight with Russia till the end. So this was the Trump's response after that, you know. He is giving the ultimatums now to Zelensky, you know. It looks like Trump has lost all of his patience with Zelensky, you know. And yeah, for some time I thought that Trump is completely dedicated with supporting Ukraine to victory, but as you can see, that's not the case, because he's giving the ultimatum to Zelensky, you know. So that's insane, you know. It's like, I understand Trump, you know, he's not trying to be biased here, you know, with bringing the peace together. He's not trying to be biased, because he also said something like, yes, Ukraine could win against Russia, you know. He said something like that to President of Hungary, you know, Viktor Orban, guys. He said something like that Ukraine could win that war, you know. Miracles does happen, something like that he said. But again, you know, today we can see that he could be more biased to Russia, you know, but that's not the case. He's playing both sides because he is not being biased, you know. He's just saying how it is, you know, and it's not the US issue. Let's continue. German Chancellor Merz: Ukraine can count on Europe's full support. So this is insane, you know. They are all talk, no action when it comes to NATO, and they are only, I think they are only for Ukraine. You can see his face, man. That's the face of the desperation, you know. This guy knows Trump will not help them, you know, and he knows that he is so terrified of Putin, guys. The entire European leaders, guys, they're all so weak, you know. Yes, we have some great ones from Poland, you know, it's a great one. Viktor Orban is a great one, you know. Slovakian is also a great one, but majority, you know, are really bad, guys. Are really bad. The left, guys, the left sided. It looks like that's why they are so soft and weak. It's insane. But let's continue. Yes, we see here, you know, the war continues in Ukraine. It doesn't look good, but I hope it's not gonna affect the markets, guys. Fed could go for a larger rate cut. Coinbase says tariffs actually push inflation down and jobs up, giving the Fed space to go for a larger cut. Wow, could we see 50 basis point rate cut, guys, in December? I mean, Jerome is doubting about 25, you know, and we are talking about, you know, 50, you know. But we will see. BlackRock has filed for an Ethereum staking ETF. Bullish for it, you know, another catalyst for it and for Milady potentially, you know. Now, look at that. 9 out of 12 FOMC members support rate cut now. It will inject 1.2 trillion into the market. We need it so hard. So if we get the rate cuts, we can expect something like 1.2 trillions coming to crypto, guys. Yeah, that's pretty possible, you know. I mean, you know, we've had the support 7 out of 12. You know, out of those 12, we've had 7 out of them supporting the rate cut. Now we have 9. So it's getting better, guys. It's getting better. Walmart will adopt Ethereum payments by Q1 2026. Guys, I'm telling you, Ethereum will skyrocket like crazy, you know. This is insane. Walmart. Isn't that the biggest food chain in America, guys? Come on now. And that's pretty much it for today. Let me know, how do you feel? Milady is doing pretty good today, you know. But still, you know, it looks like we are just consolidating, you know. Nothing crazy is going on. Guys, keep stacking, because we have reached the bottom. I truly believe that You know, stay patient, stay bullish. I love you all, and I will catch you in the next one.